YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully, everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. I'm gonna say it again. Positive energy, positive vibes. I hope everyone is truly doing well. All right, so today we're back with the video, and a lot of my content lately, honestly, are from real life conversations from work. And I've stated before, I work around a lot of young men who are coming into their own as young men and in the world. They're working, they're making some money, they're feeling good about themselves. And, they want to look good, they want to smell good, they want to do the whole nine. So I'm just kind of, one of the people that I get to have conversations about things like this. And one of the things over the past few months is these guys say they don't want to smell basic. I don't want to smell like everybody else. I want to smell different. And a lot of my conversations with them have been, getting them to sample different things that are outside of their local retailers if they're looking for that. So this video is really a play off of those conversations, because I feel like there may be some more people out there that's a part of the Smell Good family or just getting into the Smell Good family who are not trying to smell basic. So I have 5 recommendations here. All of these fragrances are great for the fall. You're not going to smell basic, you're going to smell different, you're going to smell unique, and there could be an opportunity for a conversation or a compliment based off of how you're smelling. But you must be put together well, groomed to the T, being able to articulate yourself. There's a package that comes with the fragrance being a part of the conversation, because if you're looking good and you're feeling good and you're smelling good, then yes, the opportunity could be there. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. 5 fragrances that are not basic, and help you achieve what you might be looking for. All right, so let's go ahead and tap in from the house of Initio. One of my favorite, top 2 from the house in my opinion, we have Paragon. Paragon, beautiful fragrance, unique notes of white sage and plum and Palo Santo. A nice black pepper spice. That musk in here is the star of stars blending with the plum and its Palo Santo. Initio does musk really well. It's a clean, almost semi-fruity, airy type of musk that is just very attractive. And this stuff is absolutely sexy. Paragon is one of the plum fragrances out there that has a unique blend. That attraction is associated with this fragrance for sure. So you can wear this anytime, work, going out to have some fun, date nights, or whatever the case may be. This is something that you could wear every single day, and could work in the fall time. It could work in other seasons as well, but during the fall, especially during the day, this is something that smells really, really good. And it's something that quite possibly, like I said, when you walk by someone, they may say, what's that? They might not say it out loud, but they might think it. You've done it, I've done it. We've smelled a fragrance or smelled somebody smelling good and be like, okay. And then it depends on if you want to say something. And this is one for sure. It's going to keep you out of that basic realm. From the house of Initio, we're talking Paragon. One of my favorites for sure from the house. Love this stuff. All right. Up next, man, I've fallen in love with this stuff, man. This is challenging the best of the house. And Maison Daba, they have some beautiful creations for sure. And this is a really good one, especially if you're into this combination. From the house of Maison Daba, we're talking Rebirth. Rebirth by Maison Daba. This is a gorgeous compilation of rose and oud. A fresh rose oud, jammy, sweet, powdery rose with a nice clean oud. Don't get a lot of funk here or anything that's off-putting, medicinal, or unattractive. Not at all. It blends really well. I believe there's some lavender in here as well that's assisting with the freshness. This stuff is bright, it's airy, it's clean, and it's another one that's very versatile. You can really wear this for anything. I wore this to a baby shower. I think I told this story here before, but I have a background of videography and photography. I got hired to do a baby shower. I did the pictures, did the video, and I was complimented by multiple ladies at the baby shower. This stuff projects. It's different. It's unique. A rose oud combo. It's something definitely not every day. And this is not an everyday fragrance. It's not an everyday experience, especially if you're talking blue fragrances and clean fragrances like that. This definitely offers a little bit more. So if you're looking for versatile, but you want to be different, and you're trying to test the waters, this is a nice fragrance to look into from Maison Daba. Again, a beautiful rose oud combination, and the rose is very beautiful here. Fellas, don't be afraid of the florals. Don't be afraid of the florals. A nice little spice kick to it as well. This stuff is easy to wear. It's an easy wear. So if you're trying to get into rose oud, you're curious about it, this is one to start with for sure. They do have samples on the site, so check them out. I'll link it down below in the description. From the house of Maison Daba, we're talking Rebirth. Really, really beautiful fragrance. I really enjoyed this fragrance for sure. All right, up next, somewhat of this one's been out for a while. Not a lot of conversation about it. Unisex down the line, but I personally love this. This is definitely a unique blend from the house. One of my favorite designer houses, period. From the house of Tom Ford, we're talking Black Orchid. Black Orchid, this is the EDP. There is an all gold bottle that is the parfum version of this, but I prefer the EDP. Why is that? Beautiful representation of florals and chocolate and black truffle. The florals blend beautifully with the sweetness from the chocolate and the vanilla that's in here. There's a slight spice to it as well, but I love how the florals blend with the sweetness here. Yes, it may lean feminine. Yes, it does. But to me, for my taste, it's right down the middle unisex for sure. I've worn this on date nights in the past with my wife, and she's complimented how I smell because my wife is a fan of florals. And I'm gonna say this again, cheat code, fellas. Ladies love florals, so roses and white florals and yellow florals. If you wear a fragrance that is something that your lady or your love interest or somebody who you're kicking it with is a fan of, it might be a nice win for you, for her to smell something like this off of you. Don't get me wrong, masculine fragrances, they win as well. All fragrance categories will win as well. But there's something about if you're trying to keep the sexy, you're trying to get that vibe or keep that vibe a certain type of way, and you want something just a little bit different. She might not see this one coming. It is unique. It is different, especially from the designer world. Tom Ford and his team did a great job with this Black Orchid line. The parfum smells great too, but this is the one I prefer. So florals, chocolate, vanilla, a little bit of a spice kick to it. This unique black truffle note. It's really, really good. Again, leans feminine. Yes, people will say in other reviews probably that this leans feminine. It does, but it doesn't bother me one bit. Unisex for me, really good, unique. You're not gonna smell like everybody else. You're not. You're not. From the house of Tom Ford, we're talking Black Orchid. I would consider this a date night, like a date night special for me. It's the only time I really wear it is on date nights and intimate things that I have going on with my wife for sure. So this is fire. All right. Up next, from the house of Maison Margiela, we have this is such a great line. It's such a great line. So many fragrances from the line, but it is great. From the house of Maison Margiela Paris, we're talking Replicas Jazz Club. Jazz Club is very popular. Very popular. Let me get that in focus. Can we? There we go. Very popular, very unique profile. Just like Tom Ford, Maison Margiela, they struck gold from the designer world with this particular fragrance. Let me get that in the air. I just want to smell it. So you get this beautiful, you get vanilla, you get tobacco. Oh, it smells so good. It is such a very, very good blend of tobacco. There's a freshness to this in the opening of this fragrance, but it almost comes off, not almost, it's a rummy tobacco experience. So you get this beautiful rum tobacco clash, especially when you get to the mid and the heart of this fragrance. This is something for sure in the fall time, it's going to work in the fall. Now there are other fragrances that are that have come out that lean towards this profile, but I must say, when I first smelled Jazz Club at the time, I never smelled nothing like it. I was blown away by what this fragrance produced. And now there's other fragrances that kind of rival it with the scent profile. But this is the one, this is what I lean to when I'm in the mood for this profile. That boozy, tobacco style of fragrance, especially the way that they represent it. So unique blend. It's going to get you some compliments. Smells really, really good. Obviously, those jazz club vibes, lounge vibes, cigar lounge vibes, things like that. This would just work absolutely perfect for. This stuff is absolutely fire, man. And it gets talked about, it gets its love, but at the base of it all, it's something that is different. It's not like your everyday sweet fragrance or blue fragrance or just your standard grab and go fragrance. It's not. And the name of this is to be unique, to be different. And from the designer world, they crushed it here from Maison Margiela. And I'm gonna try my best to stop doing that. Designer, niche. Let's talk about the fragrance as it is. So this particular fragrance is done well. I'm gonna do better at that because I don't like to separate them. I get it, but a fragrance is a fragrance, and this is a good one. It's unique. It's not, every day. It's not everyday fragrance. It's not every day that you smell this type of profile. It's a good one. From the house of Maison Margiela, we have from the replica line, we have Jazz Club. And you can get Jazz Club for a really good price on discounters too. So if you're looking to save some money and experience this DNA, they do have samples online. But if you're looking to experience it after you love the sample, hopefully, or unless you're a blind buy warrior, then Jazz Club is one for sure. All right, up next, last but not least, 5 recommendations today. It's just something about this line for me. It is one of the most interesting experiences that I've had with a fragrance, and the conversation around this and the previous flanker is fascinating to me. It is fascinating to me, and this brand and this house gets a lot of traction when it comes to conversation. From the house of Zaharoff, we have Signature Seraphine Red. Signature Seraphine Red. Actually, this is my scent of the day today. This is my scent of the day after recording of this video. You get that Seraphine DNA. Now that we have blue and now that we have red, you get that Seraphine DNA. And what is that exactly? It's kind of like this salty, aquatic, minty DNA that definitely comes off. That's a play that could be a play for multiple seasons throughout the year. But this one has the pink pepper and the amber, and I think that I'm leaning towards like this being number 1 over Seraphine Blue. I think I'm heading in that direction. Seraphine Blue is really good to me. It's something that great for the office, great for summer, great for just really anything. This kind of falls in that category too, but I appreciate what that amber and that pink pepper do to this DNA. This is a performer. This is probably most unique out of the 5 for sure. Samples are available on Zaharoff. I'll have it linked down below. But if you're gonna be a blind buy warrior, do it at your own risk. But this is a unique profile. I really enjoy it. At first, admittedly, when I got my hands on Seraphine Blue, I was cool on it. I thought it smelled good. I thought it was different. The quality is definitely there. Claudia and George Zaharoff do a fantastic job. But I was still kind of on the fence at first when I first smelled it on the live stream. But then I wore it. You gotta wear your fragrances. You gotta wear them out in the world. You gotta see for yourself. I don't care what another content creator has to say about a fragrance. Don't let us influence you to be discouraged to try something because somebody might not like it or has something negative to say. See for yourself. See for yourself. So Seraphine Red is something that's really good. Like right now, I'm smelling it as I talk, as I move my arm, and it's coming off of my clothing. It's really, really good. So the most unique of this video, it's smooth. The pink pepper and the amber just does wonders with this DNA. Again, samples are available. Just try for yourself. You want unique, you want different, you don't want to be the same, like you really want to be different. And I've got 2 compliments on this today. Today, I've gotten 2 compliments. Stopped in my tracks to be asked what this is. That was 1 compliment, and then I just got a regular, you smell so good. You smell so good. That's what one of the young ladies at work said today, and she just kept it moving. But this is just one to consider, to try, and then see for yourself if you want to add it to your collection. But you said you wanted unique. You said you wanted to be different, and this is that. I personally enjoy this fragrance a lot. From the house of Zaharoff, we have Signature Seraphine Red. Signature Seraphine Red. So if you're not a big fan of the blue, the red might be for you. So just something to consider, or neither one of them might be for you, but see for yourself and sample. All right. So there we have it. That's going to be today's video. 5 recommendations. You want to smell unique, preferably, during the fall, you want to smell different. I'm going to continue this conversation as I, you know, create content, because I get it, because I'm there now in my journey. I'm not trying to, you know, I want my experiences and with my fragrances to be different. I want to come across different things. Don't get me wrong, I love my classics. I love my Chanels, I love my Dior's, I love my Lattafas, I love my Paris Corners, like all of that. You know, I love the fragrances, period. But I am at the point where I want my experiences to be different. I want my experiences to come off, to come off different, and to give me something else to experience and talk about with you guys, man. So I know a lot of y'all probably understand that, you know, for sure. But there we have it. But that's today's video. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I do have discount codes and for a lot of different things in the description, so check them out. Ormond Jane, Dua, So Avant-Garde, Max Aroma, Yeoman Leo. We have different things going on, so if you're trying to save you some money, hey, you have the opportunity to do so. Just check down in the description. Argos, we have it covered for you guys down below. All right, so appreciate y'all again. Y'all know what it is. Positive energy, positive vibes, splack up, splack it down, slack that thing all around. And remember, what you put out to this world is exactly what you are going to get back. Positive energy, positive vibes. All right, y'all. Peace. Splack up.